say I'm in elementary school. Who the oldest? You or Lauren?
Hold on.
What up? What up? It's your girl, Monique 69 Ways, and I am here. Not alone. I am here with some other content creators, some other YouTubers, and we are down here to talk about Imperfect Women, Season 1, Episode 8. This probably be the only season the way it ends, so I guess this is the series finale.
Mm-hmm.
She said nope, she wanted some more. So I
We
am
get
here
her
with the
too.
Lawrence Report and Candy loves TV. She want a season 2. I guess with different people, like beef. Yes. Yeah. So we are down here to talk about the finale. Like, what are y'all thoughts or how y'all feelings on the series finale or season finale? You will. Lawrence Report, you go first since Candy muted herself.
Okay. So you said the series finale, right?
Yep.
Wow. Okay. So I am only going to give the series finale a solid 9 because I thought that maybe we was going to have a bigger payoff, even though it was revealed earlier in the episodes that Howard was a killer, but I was still hoping that the stakes was going to be a little bit higher. But a 9 is not bad. I truly enjoyed Imperfect Women. I was telling everybody about it. I was like, yo, I got this show for y'all. Y'all gotta watch this. And I really enjoyed this show. It was very special. It was unique. If we get a season 2, I'll definitely be checking it out. But if we don't get one, I'm perfectly okay with our ending. I love the show. I loved it.
Candy, your thoughts?
Lawrence, is that 9 out of 20?
9 out of 10.
Okay.
Not 9 out of 20. Girl, you tried it. I just realized what you just said.
Yeah, 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10.
Okay, so I give it a 6.5. I was underwhelmed because I was looking for the who done it. And I needed it to be dramatic. And it was not dramatic enough for me. I just knew Mary was a mental case, a basket case. I just knew she had like dissociative disorder, personality disorder, or whatever. Walking around backwards, walking and rewind. Like I just knew Mary was still sleepwalking and done all the shit, and we didn't know it. And I just knew we was gonna find Mary at the scene of the crime, and we did not. So, yeah, or her son or somebody other than Howard. But yeah, I did enjoy it. I told a lot of people to watch it. I enjoyed it. It's just the finale was not it for me, but it was a good series. I give it a 10 for a series. I give it a 10 because it kept you thinking and kept you doing all these crazy things, which I appreciate. Yeah.
Yeah, so this finale was cool. It was just it was just craziness for me, especially when it came to the end of it all. Where everything was going down with Howard and Mary and of it all. So for me, I'm gonna say for me, I enjoyed the series as a whole, but for me, I always thought it was a toss up between Scott, Howard, and Mary. That was always my 3. But it was like Mary for me was teetering off because it was like that's what I made the apology. And then I'm like, dang, if she do another move, then I might take my apology back. Okay. But yeah, so that was always my top three. And like I said, my last live, I always said I think Scott is a red herring. I don't think he's the person because the way they showed that video, because he's like he was running away and scared of and shock about in that area. So let's get into this episode, y'all. Let me see. Do I got any? So we're gonna talk about some major plot points. Let's talk about the custody battle. That was crazy. What are your thoughts on this custody battle of Mary Howard between Mary and Howard? Because the last episode is left off with Howard going to the police station, right? Because they picked him up and DCFS blocked Mary from seeing her children due to the whole Adderall and Armitage getting this medicine popping out her stomach and stuff. So the kids like in custody of these DCFS while Howard's getting questioned. So they couldn't hold him. So they questioned him. So they couldn't hold him for nothing in the world. And Mary is like going through it. She is crumbling. She was like, I didn't say anything. It was Eleanor. Like, I was like, girl, stand up. Because Howard did let her back in the house at one point. Like, because he was manipulated her. Like, okay, if you like let this go, I can let you back in the house.
Hmm.
Because at first she was staying with Eleanor, right? Then she went back home to her abuser. Let's call it thing a thing. Howard's the abuser.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't got to be. He ain't got to touch you to mess you up.
Yep. You can't get mentally abused as well. Yep.
Exactly.
And
That's what
that's
I'm
the worst,
her.
in my opinion.
Hello?
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
Hello,
Psychological
Michael.
warfare.
I'm sorry.
Psychological warfare. But yeah, what are y'all thoughts on this custody battle? Because it's just crazy. I'm like, what do we need? It was like at the moment, like, damn, what she need to do to give to the police? Because let's just call it thing a thing. Detective Gans ain't ish
Mm-mm. They were
at
trash
all.
police. Yeah, they were trash.
Like,
But I
girl,
don't
you
think
not doing your
neither.
job.
I don't think neither one of them needed the kids because Mary, you just got finished popping pills and you left them out for Howard to find for him to get the kids. You left the child at the gas station and you already had an issue with thinking about your children. I don't care nothing about what you do, cut the apple up, and he can't. I don't care nothing about that. You didn't need them kids. You needed a break. You needed a breakthrough. You needed a soft place to land. And I guess that was Eleanor or whatever. I don't know, but Howard definitely didn't need him because, sir, you were a murderer. Okay, he definitely didn't need him. You a murderer. You mess with people mentally, and you drugged the baby. So Howard didn't need him either. They needed a break away from their whole family. Okay, they needed a break from the two parents. Mary don't think, and she reacts to everything, which is another reason why I think those people did not allow her to get her kids. Because in what were they, the episode 6 maybe or whatever it was, you acting out. You always acting out. You always reacting and responding, and Howard can make you do that just by the sight of him. He can make you say whatever he wants you to say or needs you to say, and it's the wrong thing because it's going to go against you. So I just, them kids needed a break from their two nutcases of parents. Okay.
Oh, for sure, for sure, for
Yeah.
sure.
It, it,
Lawrence.
it, it was toxic. You know what I'm saying? The toxic environment. I think, um, when it came to Mary, I feel bad for her because I saw her fighting, the best way that she could when it came to those kids. I think Howard would have been so focused on his career because he was getting ready to move to Ohio. I think it was. He would have been more focused on getting that career off the ground versus raising the kids. So yeah, the judge was right. Neither one of them really needed the kids at the time. I would have rather see him with old girl, but uh, I mean, if it came down, if worse came to worse, if push came to shove, let Ellie take over the kids for a short term basis.
Well, Elliot, well, you talking about Eleanor?
Yeah.
Well, Eleanor is a suspect along with Robert still.
Oh
It's
shoot.
like they still, so they can't either. So they can't really do nothing with that either. They
Right.
still being looked at. So they wasn't totally clear themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So it's this custody battle. And, yeah, Mary, she be losing all her marbles. She be, especially with him, like she jumping up the thing. She had like word vomit. It's like, girl, shut up. You need to be quiet so you can be okay. They already know you popping pills, like you acting erratic, like you showing them like why they shouldn't be with you, basically.
That's true.
And
Right, 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 right.
it's you making it easy for him.
And
And we
Ellie.
know why. We know why Howard is really trying to tell her out of town, trying to hurry up this custody case battle so he
Mm-hmm.
can get out of town with this new job. Because we
Mm-hmm.
know why you trying to get out of town, sir. But yeah, I said out of all this time, a job popped up in Ohio.
Mm.
How convenient.
Hmm.
Right. How
I'm just
convenient, okay?
how convenient. Okay.
Underemployed.
Yeah, so it looked like Mary was down for the count because she didn't really have no witnesses and stuff because everybody was talking against Mary crazy behind because they know she went to the store like because they put Eleanor on the stand and everything was like yeah she did because she went to the store to go get some pills. They
Mm.
wasn't prescribed to you.
Right. Why? I'm trying to figure out why. So why can't you get a prescription, ma'am? You don't know what you need to do to get your medicine? If it works for you, tell them what you need. Doctor will write you a prescription, girl. Just
She
tell them
ain't
what
got no
you
valid
need.
reason to get those to have
She
those basically.
does. Evidently she
No,
does if it helps her.
because remember he said you taking those pills again. You know what happened last time to Junie, the other daughter. So I don't know. Something happened similar to the other daughter before. So
Then they leave the
um,
baby at the gas station or something.
I, I,
no, something with the pills.
I,
Something about getting hurt or something. I don't
I
know.
thought somebody would live at the store or the gas station or whatever. I don't know, but
Could
I just
be.
think Mary, if that's saying, but don't get it illegally. Just do what you
right.
need to do to get the damn prescription.
Exactly.
Whatever it is you need to do to get it,
And
get
then
it.
Howard would
Just
know.
be
I think she was
legal.
trying to hide it. Yeah, she was trying to hide it from Howard. Then Howard
It's
would know because it'd go against their insurance. She had to
it's
pay
kind
for it.
it's kind of like people who do the whole medical marijuana thing. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? You know how they have a prescription for that. Like Candy said, that's all she had to do at the end of the day when it came to the Adderall, instead of
Mm-hmm.
her popping the Adderalls like Skittles. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Just get your prescription and stop getting it illegal way. Now you finna go to jail. That's
Right.
like, girl, child.
Yep.
You
Mm-hmm.
about to go to jail? Yeah, she about to.
Yeah, you about to go to jail for
And
something
lose your
that's
kids
not
too.
yours. Yeah, child. If you just don't go get you a script, what
Yep.
the hell? But that's
And
the
she was
easiest
like,
way. That's the
I
easiest
don't
way.
know what to do without my kids.
Girl, shut up.
Girl,
Find you some clothes to put on. That's what you need to do.
she
Find
looked
them
like
damn
she
house.
live in
Find them house dresses.
Oklahoma.
Okay.
God, listen,
Mm.
I hated those dresses, man. Those ugly
Them
dresses
moo.
kill me. She was the worst
No,
dress out of all three of the women. Like
cause she the one with the least money
I yeah, I mean,
out of their friends.
yeah, I mean, I guess everybody is not a
That's
fashionista.
why she was taking stuff from Nancy house, trying to be Nancy.
Child,
I
all
love.
she had to do wear a t-shirt and some jeans. She would have been okay. But them moo wasn't it. And you worry
Yeah,
about, and
and then,
then you want to be a fantasy of Nancy.
ooh,
You ain't Nancy, sweetie. You not. You not. If you want your husband to see Nancy when he see you, you ain't doing it for him. Child,
mm,
bye.
but I guess those dresses still.
Yes, oh, I see. For me, she is the character in her own book because we saw that episode. She was writing about herself, her own situation, which was
Mm-hmm.
crazy.
And they ain't
Mm,
want
Then
to hear
that's
about her. They want to hear about Nancy. So, girl, you can't even write yourself right, okay?
yikes.
okay.
That's one of the things that ticked her off too. I think it's like
And
how
she
Mm-hmm.
people.
got her own story twisted because that's when she found out about Jenny. And
Yep.
speaking of Jenny, Jenny came in surprised, like, whoop, there it is. They're like,
Mm-hmm.
we got another. He said, you got any other witnesses? And then I'm like, please tell me it's Jenny. Boom, Jenny came in through the door. But
I
Jenny
didn't know
was
who that was
all
getting.
Jenny was trying to stay clear from this crazy nut bastard. Okay. because she know, because he pushed her down the stairs. He was like, that's when he first got physical. Like he really got physical. He pushed her down the stairs and left a big scar on her knee.
Mm.
I was like, yo, and she
Okay, can
trying
I
to
say
say,
something?
go ahead.
I wanted that to be a lie so bad. I'm telling you, I wanted this story to be. I wanted
Why?
Mary's visit to this lady to be fictitious.
Oh,
I
because
needed
she was
Mary.
sleepwalking.
I needed Mary to be walking in the daytime. I'm telling you, I needed something dramatic to happen. So I'm like, oh, that's some bull crap. I'm telling my whole mind every episode. Oh, Mary, that ain't happen. Mary made that shit up. That ain't happen because
Because she
I
good
needed it.
storyteller.
I
Mm-hmm.
needed it to be because when she and it will make that's what made me think about it because she was telling the story so well. I'm like, okay, she's a storyteller. She can write shit. Okay, but some people say stuff so much to themselves they think it happened, or
Mm.
They
you know how we
believe
Mm.
it.
see stuff
Mm-hmm.
where they tell them the story and that ain't even what happened. That's just from somebody's POV.
Yep.
I'm telling you, I needed Mary to that ish to be a lie. I really did, but it wasn't.
No, was it? That's how you know how crazy it just. I knew it was real because it just display how crazy how crazy Howard is and controlling he is. So you would have thought Robert was controlling, but nah, it's Howard.
Yeah, I think Mary was turning stuff, from her thoughts and from her writings into her own reality, right? She made it all real. Like she was bending time and space trying to make all of this stuff real, and it actually did happen.
Yep,
Yeah,
she
yeah.
projected.
And I believe that's
So
why she got pregnant because I think Howard just made her, he took her birth control pill. Howard was so manipulative, so controlling, and he was there.
yes.
He was controlling on the slick. I think that's why Marcus is here because if she knew she was taking her pills and didn't miss a pill, and how you get pregnant, I think Howard was doing stuff.
Oh
Howard
yeah,
was
for
great.
sure.
Howard was garbage. Okay.
Oh shit. Hold on. You yeah, so we know Howard's chat. Like Jeannie came in with the one too, and
Mm-hmm.
she uh let it be known how controlling and abusive he is. And I'm glad she did.
Yeah.
So
Yep, she was spilling that tea.
But I hate Mary didn't have anybody else to go to. I hate she didn't have any family. She didn't have any other friends or real friends. She didn't have anybody else other than Eleanor, and she had to go to Robert. And I'm like, damn, Mary, you ain't got nobody in your corner.
Yeah, I mean, listen, when you're at the bottom of the barrel, you trying to scrap and scrape, that's what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? He even said it himself, like, "Oh, you must be in." I'm paraphrasing here, but he's like, "You must be in some really dark times to come to me for help because I know deep down inside you really don't like me." You know what I'm saying? So,
That's crazy. Mm-mm-mm.
yeah, this lady basically said, "Oof, I'm glad Jenny was able to come out and testify on Mary's behalf, even though it did something. It didn't do a whole lot, but it did something because
Yeah.
it wasn't even her favorite in Mary's favor either. Because he said they will be in custody. Both parents, y'all not gonna get them,
Mm-hmm.
and you cannot go to Ohio. And when the judge told him he could not go to Ohio for this new job due to this custody, baby, he was turning red.
Listen, I know
What's so funny,
everything
Lawrence?
inside of
Because he
him
was turning.
shrunk. I know everything
Yes,
inside of him
it was.
shrunk.
His gears was turning
He was
like.
livid. He was boiling.
Oh
I
yes.
oh yeah, because he's been in the struggle of trying to get that job. You know what I'm saying? He finally got the job, about to move the family away, but then all of this stuff happened with
In
him.
Ohio.
Yeah, with him
Hmm.
being the main focal point, everything started coming crashing down. So
Howard got women. He got mama issues. I need to know what his mama did with him. I wish Howard didn't die. I really, I wish he didn't die. I need to know more about Howard, okay? Because I need to know why he don't like women.
mm.
And why you
I
gotta be
think
so
I think he I think
controlling?
he, I think he liked women, but he liked controlling women.
You don't like him then?
Yeah,
Point taken.
yeah,
Point taken.
yeah. Oh goodness. It just I don't know. It just I'm
And then
glad.
L can be. I'm sorry. I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead.
And then L can even be a daggum witness for you because well, first y'all had them fell out because you went back home to the man you ain't had no business going back to, and then she owned the cuffs of getting locked up too because they missing an hour out her time, but she can't tell because of your child, Mary. So you should be a little bit nice to L, okay? I'm gonna
Mm,
need you to back up.
mm.
I'm sorry,
She
Mom.
just
Always
worried
like,
about not losing her children. But I'm like, girl, you gonna have to take a breather and get yourself together. I'm like, you could also, that's like what Eleanor was been trying to tell her. Like, you need to regroup. Like, you need to calm down, take a breather, take a beat. Like, and she just spazzing out. And she said, forget Nancy, unaliver. I need to try to get my kids.
Mm.
But yeah, so I get that point. Like, yeah, my kids, I'm like, they're gonna have to fall to the wayside because this trucker is making my life a living hell. And she up there staying in a damn motel or hotel. I do not like anything when my door is outside. Like somebody can just walk up to my door. From the parking lot. I hate
So so
those kind of
so
things.
so Mo, you say you ain't trying to go camping then?
No, no, no.
we need inner corridors, not out. Okay.
I got you.
I need to be able to touch the walls and everybody's door when I walk down there, mother. Okay, on some carpet. Inner corridors, please. Mm-mm.
Okay, okay.
Like no, I can't do that. No, 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 no.
Outside, somebody kick that damn door in. Oh,
Yep,
and
you
throw
in
me
trouble.
across the back. No.
In trouble, trouble. But so even Marcus had let it be known before the custody hearing that my dad cheats.
Oof.
He said they don't think I know, but I know. I'm like, come on, Marcus. Speaking of, because he knows his mother ain't gonna say nothing.
Hmm.
Child. I'm like, okay,
And
look.
then he abusive. And he abusive. She said, "Do you have any police records of saying that he is?" No.
Hmm.
Mm-mm.
Like you
Mo-
have you gotta have a paper trail, like you call the police or on him or something like that. Okay, coming to the stage, we got
She too scared to
EJ.
call the police. She could never call
Hey
them.
y'all.
Hey,
Hey.
Hey.
EJ.
Also
Hello,
coming to
hello,
the
hello.
stage, Miss Kira speaks.
Hey, Miss
Hey.
Kara.
Hey,
Hello.
Hello.
hey, party people.
Hello.
Mm-mm-mm.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Imperfect Women episode 8,
To,
the finale. We were just
to
talking
the
about this
Raggedy B.
custody,
So,
this
Yeah.
custody battle of it all. So what y'all think of this custody battle?
I mean, they got what they deserved at the end of the day because Daddy wasn't. My mama was on that stuff. Okay, Mama was on that stuff, and also Daddy wasn't ish. So I don't know why they didn't do that from the beginning. Just take them kids and put them in custody at the
AJ.
hospital because it take two to tango. Like where was you when they was taking Mama's pills? But that's my quick thoughts.
How
They
do you
deserve
like
it.
they deserve it? How y'all feel
hmm
with Jenny coming through? Like she came through. Well, she was a surprise come through to be exact, because she was trying to stay away from Howard crazy ass at all costs.
We'd love to see
EJ,
it. Daddy said, I'm gonna speak my
I
truth, and then I'm going to hide under my rock, child.
that part. Because she said she wasn't trying to see Howard ever again. But I do feel like she was that smoking gun that Mary needed. Now, although they did say both of y'all ain't worth it. She needed her in order for them to say Howard wasn't worth it, because at this point Mary had no chance in hell of winning these kids. Howard was about to go run off into the sunset and go to Ohio and do some other poor woman the same way that he
right?
did Mary and old girl and Jeannie. You know what I'm saying? So I was glad for that. So I'm glad she popped up.
Yeah, Tamika,
Yeah, I
how
was
you
glad
feel?
she came. I felt well, I guess, Mary was in her own world and she wasn't thinking about nothing before because I felt like this was a conversation she should have been had, okay? But better late than never, you finally getting some other info that you ain't know about Howard Raggedy behind and it,
A little bit.
turned out to be useful, somebody that you could call on to help you. So yeah.
Mm-mm-mm. Look, Mary was like she was crashing out a little bit, even when they was like she was talking to the lady at the police station, and Marcus let it be known my daddy's a cheater, he's an abuser, and she asked, "Did they get like she should after all these years she should have had a paper trail because this is not the first time."
Yeah, I don't know. They played that very weird to me as well. Like the whole Marcus throughout this was kind of weird to be honest. But I guess it was because they was trying to like pivot and make you think, oh, is this one, is that one,
Mm-hmm.
and the other one, But that was mad random for him to come out there like, oh yeah, yeah, I didn't know. I know my daddy's raggedy. He's been out here in these streets. I was like, you should have been speaking up from before. But okay.
That part.
So can I ask this question right quick if y'all don't mind?
Mhm.
So I've been looking on social media the last couple of days, right? I just
Mhm.
want to know from anybody on this panel, did y'all think before we knew who our killer was, but did any of y'all think that it potentially could have been Marcus in the early stages of the show?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
first
I
couple
did.
episodes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
felt like they was making us go from person to person. Like Eleanor was
Mm-hmm.
too spot on for me for the beginning, so I was like, it's not gonna be her because
I
they
thought it
was
was Robert.
definitely going real hard on her. Then I went to Robert, I went to Marcus. Then once we found out about what was happening with her, I was giving him the side eye. I never really thought Scott, but I felt like they was gonna throw Scott out there, and I thought they was gonna throw him out there earlier than what they
Oh,
did. Like that last
Mm-hmm.
minute in episode 7, I was like, now y'all want to throw Scott? I'm like, I don't believe it. It ain't no damn Scott. So yeah.
Yeah, I thought Marcus because when she said, "I need you to make sure you get your sisters
I
or
never
whatever,"
thought about
and I'm
Marcus.
like, he
I
was
thought
like
about
bet,
Marcus
and I'm
till the
like, okay,
Eleanor alibi.
yeah.
Yeah.
When he was like bet
Mm-hmm.
on the thing, it's like watch your sisters or whatever. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
and someone else that was talking, he was like, it was like no questions asked. I got you, and I'm like, that I was still missing Marcus. What was your ass?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But he wasn't on the top of my list.
He
Mary has
always
it at the
looked
top of
kind
my
of
list. Mary's
shifty.
still on my list. I still think Mary did that shit.
And
Mm-hmm.
then I drug Marcus back into it when they got the information about the old raggedy mama's boyfriend, Scott. Because I was like,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
how Howard give them that information from in the jail? Like who gave it to him? Because it just the timing of it was crazy. But what do I know?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't on Howard until the affair. Then that's when he became a suspect. But
Yeah.
initially, I was like the little boy. He was a little. I was like something ain't right with him. But then I quickly went away from him. Eleanor, I was like, nah, that's too easy. Robert, I was like, man, it's always the husband. It definitely could. And then when they introduced this aspect about Howard, I said, oh, damn, now it's Howard. And then Mary, somebody made a good argument that it could have been Mary. And I was like, well, damn, that's a good argument. Shit, maybe it is Mary.
I
Like, I
still
was
think it's
all over the
Mary.
Yeah,
place.
I thought it was Mary when we saw her because that part never made sense to me. But then when
When
we
she was
found out
driving
later that she
behind.
was infatuated with her life or whatever, I'm like, oh, so you was just out there lurking in the bushes because you want to see what Mary was doing? Was the because that was weird to me. Her following her and then going in. Oh well, let's be besties and sit down and eat pancakes. I'm like, that's all you want to do, Mary. So
That
then
shit
when
was
we find
weird.
out she's still
That's
in
not
her
all she
stuff.
wanted to do.
Right.
I,
She's still in her stuff and pretending to be her. I'm like, girl, so you and your man was crazy.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, for
I
sure.
just still. I thought
She
Mary
wants.
was
Mm-hmm.
cuckoo. I
I
thought
just
Mary was
Oh, for
I,
sure.
Looney Tunes.
I just thought it was gonna be somebody that we least expect. That's why a wild card for me was Marcus. I don't know why I chose
Mm-hmm.
him, but it was just a wild card for me because I'm like, all these other suspects is really in the air, but it wasn't Marcus. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't Marcus.
Shoot, I ain't giving Robert no apology. They had Robert looking real guilty till we found out Robert was a whole ass punk. So there's that.
Yeah.
mm,
Look at Robert
way
just being a whole
way
drunk.
he was throwing that stuff around that room when she ran out of there. I was like,
Baby,
ooh,
Robert
well,
was in love with Nancy Dirty Draws. Okay, he didn't give
that's
a
what
damn.
Eleanor said, but I didn't believe it
He
because that ain't
loved
what they
Nancy.
showed us at the top of the season. I was like, who, where, love, look, huh? But
Yeah, it was like from the beginning because for me when I was watching the beginning episodes I wasn't really so much into it, like those first two. And then as we kept going, I'm like, okay, now this is getting more interesting. I kind of felt like they should have changed around the order, like the fact that
Mm-hmm.
we seen Nancy already up out of here, laid out on the table, and we know it's going to be trying to figure out who did it. And then when we rewind and we meet Nancy, and I'm thinking like, okay, she's in this horrible marriage with Robert, and they this way, that way, the other way, but only to find out that, like you said, he was just a punk that didn't understand since that. I was like, really, that was it? And then all of a
The
sudden,
Hennessy. Yeah.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like
And
all
it
of a
was for
sudden he's
two
talking about, oh
seconds.
no, I was trying to make sure that you would still be okay, and I was like, all right. And then we get to the pictures being sent to him, and now he mad because it's like, girl, you was out here laying it low, spreading it wide. They just flipped and reversed that whole thing. It was like I thought that was
Mm-hmm.
gonna be completely different.
Yep. So who was sending the pictures?
I
It
guess it
had to
was
be
Howard.
Howard.
Yeah.
Howard.
But how was Howard taking pictures of him and Nancy doing it?
He wasn't in the pictures. It was just Nancy. I think he maybe taking pictures of her when she was putting her clothes back on or something, child, or
Yeah, because
arching her
remember
back.
at
I
Or
don't
one
know.
laying
point
naked.
Because
he
one
had
picture
just
Right.
like she was
threatened
on the
her that
nose
he was
too.
gonna expose it. But I
Hmm.
was saying, like, why would you expose it when it's gonna mess your situation up too? So I felt like he was just bull crapping, but then you send the pictures. How would ain't child?
He was just as delusional as his wife, child.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because
Just
the
he
fact that Mary knew Howard and
snake.
Nancy was working together and it was never mentioned to like they're trying to recount who's been around Nancy, this, that, and the third. I'm like, you never mentioned like
That
Mary.
police
Even
lady
even if she
wasn't
doesn't mention it, you
investigating
know.
nowhere.
No.
Yeah, Detective Gans is child girl.
Mm-mm.
Because they trying to help her with her case, like if it was Scott or whatever, because Scott requests to see them,
Mm-hmm.
Mary and Eleanor, right? And which was kind of crazy because I was like, why he's requesting them? Like, what do you want to say? Because they did eventually arrest Scott Reed, and he had a Nancy phone on him. I'm like, okay, so it had to be some on Nancy phone. I'm like, why has he got Nancy phone? Because they didn't really show it in the flashback.
I
Because
couldn't figure
when
out
he
how
was
he got it
explaining,
either.
because Nancy should have her phone on her body, unless he
Right.
went down there
It
after
didn't look like he did. It
Howard
looked like
left.
he saw it and ran away. So I don't know how he got the phone, and they didn't really care to explain it. So
Right.
All
because it
right.
looked like he was up, you know what I'm saying? It looked like he was up at
Mm-hmm.
his vantage point looking
I don't
down,
know. He could
and he
have. He could
saw it.
have. He could have ran away to go down there. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a possibility too, because that's the only other way he would have ended up with the phone.
Yep.
Mm.
Crazy. But yeah, so they went to the park and he was just saying how because mind you, because Detective Gans think they got Scott to the rights because he was sending threats and stuff for her to her phone and social media, whatever. Because mind you, Nancy did reach out to him first. I don't know why. I guess she just needed something familiar to reach out to. Whether it's somebody who grooms you or abuse you or not, it's just weird. Some people do weird things like that.
I
They
mean, at this
that
point,
thrill.
Eleanor has sent her away. She left her on the side of the damn road. I don't think she felt like she could go to Mary, so maybe she was like, I mean, him or he the only one that's left that I can say something to. That's the only thing that makes sense to me because
Well,
this,
That did not
I
make
get why she reached out for
so,
protection because, like that,
yeah,
the
like
painter said,
somebody,
like y'all was not paying your friend no attention, and wasn't
right?
y'all you the one Eleanor you wanted wanted her husband, and
did,
Mary you wanted her life as a whole. So there's that. But I this is
Well,
crazy.
well, the thing about reaching out to protection is kind of killing me because I'm like, Nancy, we have all this money. You could have hired, you know, uh, you know, like protection. You didn't have to go back to your abuser. You know what I'm saying? Like you had the financial resources to get quote unquote protection. But I get it. It's a part
Mhm.
of the story. I get it.
Yeah.
She likes the thrill, which is how she ended up with Howard.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Like when they were having that conversation, she likes that. Because why did you reach out? When she reached out to him initially, it was around the time of that party, and She thought that
Mhm.
man was about to divorce her and whatever. So I guess,
Mhm.
she was going to familiar territory, even though it was wrong for
Right.
the thrill or the excitement. And then I always thought it was weird that she told Howard that, because I'm like, I wouldn't have told you none of that. And then they
Mm-mm.
proceeded to do their thing. I was like, yeah, nah, that's not something you share with that man.
The
I
thrill is
also
gone.
think that to Lawrence, what you were asking about, remember the family controls the money. They don't
Mhm.
control their own money. So although they have money, they don't have access to it like that. And the daddy had already cut them off in a sense. They've been
because
paying
the robber
what
messed
they've
up.
been, yeah,
Mhm.
they've been paying attention to what they've been spending. So
Right.
I don't think that was an option for her. I think she went back to a last resort. Somebody that she feels owes her because of
Mm.
what they did. And now she really understands what he really did. And it's familiar and you owe
Right.
me. So now you have to do this. So I
Mhm.
think it was more something like that.
I
Yeah,
get.
I
Yeah.
agree, EJ, like, cause yeah, he owed her, I guess, but and she really spilled it all out, like her whole life, being the
Mhm.
Hennessy and stuff. Like, I had this affair with my friend husband, and she laid it all out. Cause at first Eleanor and Mary didn't, they know they can trust him. Like why should we trust you um that you didn't do it? So that's when he spilled it out, like, cause she told me all her business, and she wanted me to go with her um to the meeting place to go meet Howard. And by the time he
Mhm.
got there, because he was lost, because I could have sworn he called, because he was calling her or trying to get, like, okay, where, because he went past the thing and then he had to run back over because she did answer her phone, and that's how he know, like,
Yeah.
what she
I
was,
think
because
that's
stuff was
how Mary
passing.
I think
knew
he
he was telling the
accidentally.
truth because they talked about the reception being bad, and he was saying
Bad.
how she was going in and out, and then he turns around and sees somebody, basically Howard raggedy ass standing over her.
Yeah, because he heard the same thing on her phone, because it was like a truck or something was passing.
Mhm.
So he was
Yeah,
like, okay, so she nearby, because it's a dead zone. Oh, I see.
right.
Yeah, it was a dead zone. So, yep. So you ran over. That's we saw Howard over her body, like he was taking the ring off that finger and ran off. So yeah, that's just crazy. What's so funny?
Nothing. I'm listening.
Okay, I'm like, did I say something funny?
But why did he take the damn ring off? That was stupid. You needed another. You needed a trophy. You needed a piece. You needed
But that's the
something.
Because that
ring he
man,
gave her.
Yes,
That's the
there's
ring
the
he
ring.
gave her.
I thought Mary gave her that ring.
yeah, I thought Mary gave it a ring.
Yeah.
Mm.
Mary gave it to
Howard
her.
just
Why
ain't
did
It
he
was.
wrapped
want
too
that?
tight.
Like,
Oh,
Yeah.
he
child,
think he was gonna
crazy.
tie it back to him.
Because he need a
Child.
trophy. He's been doing
How?
this.
I was
He
gonna
been
say I
doing
don't
this
think
ridiculous
right.
stuff. So he just need a
Idiot.
trophy. He's already a psychopath. So he
Mhm.
just needed something that he could remember about. He probably get off on this stuff. And he probably you know how people escalate?
Mm.
Like we
Mm.
start out a certain place and then we just keep escalating. Like Howard was about to be a whole monster in these streets.
Woo.
Like, especially
Woo.
after he got away with this.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
I agree.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
I don't
Yep.
think Nancy is the first victim, to be honest. So
Oh
there's
no.
that.
Oh no. Rob. He's a veteran of this right here. This ain't nothing new. This ain't nothing.
Yeah, I agree with that because he
Yeah.
was too comfortable and he was
Too
ready to take Mary
comfortable.
ass out.
Yeah, he
Okay,
Yeah.
was too
hello.
comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
It starts
Too
with the shoving
comfortable.
the women down the stairs. We start there and then we escalate because yikes.
I see why Jenny ran away. Say, I'm trying to be far away. He need to know my address.
Jenny
Yeah,
was
she
That's
ain't
like,
what
want
I
nothing.
he
She
say.
ain't
didn't
want nothing to
send
do with that
you.
man.
He don't know where I live, do he? I said, I know that's right, Jenny. Jenny said, clack,
Mm-mm.
clack,
Yeah,
because not today.
not today. Okay. So we a lot was going on with Eleanor, because Mary was giving her the cold shoulder at one point, and she went home to Mama. Which played by Shirley Ralph. Um, I'm glad that she is playing her mama. They picked the right one. Um, so she went home because I guess it was just too much and overwhelming. And the mom is very stern. She's a hard ass. And Eleanor is going there to be comfort. She wants her mommy. She wants something familiar, which is her family, I guess. And her mama, two things could be true. Her mom was saying like, how you think things gonna go when you slept with your best friend husband?
Mm-hmm.
Because
Exactly.
now she a suspect, right? And Nancy and Aladdin. And Eleanor just like, see, this is why I ran away from home. Like, I just came here not to be judged, but I need like, some comforting, some help, like some guidance, not to be judged. So, what are y'all thoughts on Mama over here giving Eleanor some advice after
Is
a
it
while?
is it judging or accountability? You know what I'm saying? Because I kind of felt that's like what the mom was trying
When it
to.
comes to Eleanor's point of view, it might feel like a judgment. That's why I kind of said it that way. But
I,
yeah,
I
go ahead.
yeah, I feel you. I feel you. But it's just like whenever I was watching, I was like, okay, she's trying to teach her about some accountability. But at the same time, I felt like she was telling her daughter, don't harden your heart because of everything that happened, right? There's still a chance of you potentially falling in love down the road. We saw what happened with her and the black man on the boat. We saw that part right there. But no, I did appreciate the legend, the icon, Cheryl Lee, trying to speak some sense into Kerry Washington's character here.
Yeah, because she's a little bit lost, and I'm glad she said like if you really love those people, you have to go back and
Mm,
fix it or whatever.
mm-hmm.
Miss Carol,
Um.
what's your thought? Oh, Candy,
Okay.
whoever.
Go ahead, Kira.
Mama run a tight ship, and we knew Mama ran a tight ship before she even got there. But when the ish hits the fan, where do we go? We ran right into Mama's arms, and she gave her a dose of reality, but she also gave her a little, a little softening, which I feel like she never got before. Because we were talking about how the daddy passed, and she kind of was like, dust it off and move on. And I wish they had let us get a little more into that because Carrie's the only one that we really didn't get like flashbacks and backstory too much. And the brother was
Mm,
said she was kind of crashing out when her dad passed, which is why he had the guy following her. And I wanted to know what that was about. We didn't get that. They said the mom was tough, but at the end of the day, Mama gave her a little woo 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 and sent her on her way to do what was right. So I was here for this moment.
mm,
Wish, like I said, wish we could have got a little bit more on her character since they gave us all the bad of her rolling around with Robert's old raggedy behind. Just wanted a little bit more
You
since we
want the
got
college
Nancy and
years?
well, since we got Nancy and Mary with the professor.
Yeah, that's true.
it kind of sucks that it do kind of suck that they didn't save her to like dead last. I thought I saw Cheryl was in the trailer. I thought originally. I remember reading about the casting, but he literally said her for the last episode. But you know,
Yeah, we saw the brother more, so we
right?
just had her for the one episode. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could have saw it, but we just know she was on that phone, talk to the brother, and said, "Get your sister together." She she wearing down the family name, like she letting us down over here. So pretty much, Candy.
I want to go backwards a little bit. So the way Carrie got out of that benzo, looking like she was finna go talk to Papa Pope, I said, yes, ma'am. Going to a PJ, I say, let me know where the dollar's at. I enjoyed that because it took me back to Scandal, and I'm like, okay, I am enjoying it. I thought Papa Pope was going. I really thought her mom was gonna
Not
be
Papa
on the
Pope.
plane for real, for real. I really did. I thought that, but of course
Yeah,
she wasn't, and but she was on her way to see her mom, and what a way to go see her mom by catching a PJ. Like that shows you got some cash.
family got money.
You
Yeah,
got some dough. And her mom, insulted her a little bit about her hair. Is that a bob or is that a
Bob or
shag?
Shag.
I
Ooh,
say, damn. Okay, mom. But I enjoyed seeing them together. I wish we got more of her.
yeah.
More of the Shirley Ralph. But
Mhm.
I guess we didn't need mothers in this show, Mary. We didn't need mothers in this show, so there's that.
You so Tamika.
Yeah, I like this part. It's always good to see Shirley Ralph no matter what, okay? But I agree. I don't remember what episode it was, but early on when I end up doing my quick thoughts, because I had no intention on talking about this damn show, to be honest with y'all. I was just watching, but some of the craziest stuff was happening. I was like, no, I got to get up here and do a little quick thoughts or something. And I remember saying, like, I want to see a flashback to them in college. I want to know about more of how this friendship got started, and I would have liked to see more of Eleanor and her past. Something, whether it was the crash out that the brother brought up, or whatever, to get a little tiny bit more. I feel like that was a missed opportunity for them to do that. Because I was agreeing with the cop, even though that cop needed to lose her job, and I don't see nothing else she did when she said, "How the hell are y'all friends?" Okay, I'm paraphrasing, but she called out their friendship. I was like,
Oh
"I'm with you
yeah.
because I don't see it, bitch." Okay, I don't know how the hell y'all got together. So I would have liked to kind of see a little bit more of that, and a little bit more, definitely, of her just being younger with her family in some type of way. But this was nice.
Mm.
I liked how she really know, like, damn, you really must be in a bad way. You come in here and you come in running in my arms crying
Mm.
because it was,
Look, she ain't been there what, 20 years? How long
yeah.
she been away?
I think they said something like that. Yeah.
Dang, that's a lot. It's a
She been
long time.
away a while. So yeah. EJ.
Yeah,
Girl,
I just
uh,
what?
girl,
What?
you
Come
just
on, self care. That's
what
right.
right,
That's
self-care.
right.
That's like what the
My eyes
Time to
are
wind
really
it on
puffy.
down.
Um,
Wind it on down.
yeah, I love seeing Cheryl Lee Raff. Like that's my girl. Like I love Cheryl Lee, and I was like, yeah, that was like the perfect mama figure. I was like, yeah, that's it. And I love this vulnerable moment with them. Like, yeah, I'm stern, I'm tough, but I'm gonna be right there for you in the end. But I'm also gonna tell you what you need to hear because that's what I really need to like. That's what I need to do. I don't need to coddle you in this moment in the sense of with my words. I'm gonna comfort you, but I'm not gonna coddle you and make you feel like, oh, like just tell you what you want to hear. I'm gonna tell you what you need to hear, and I'm gonna comfort you, and I'm gonna tell you to go do what's right. So
Mm.
I love this moment, everything about it.
yeah, it was a good moment. Yeah, I'm on board with everyone when they said they want to see a flashback of young Eleanor during the college years, how everything went down. Because we keep hearing about it, but she's like the only one we didn't get a flashback to. And I definitely want to see how Robert family was getting down to because they got on my nerves from episode one. It was giving control, control, control. I'm serious. They did the Hennessy's. I did not like them. Trash, especially that sister,
Oh
because she
God,
always give Eleanor a fever.
yeah.
Like,
They
girl,
needed to
back
just
up.
give Robert a little stipend and let him sit over to the side because y'all act like, Bobby was such a screw up, but then you let him go make this big decision and put the company in jeopardy. So why did you give him that responsibility in the first place? I mean,
Uh
he
oh.
could have asked for it because he was a screw up, or at least that's how they made him seem. But child,
Mm.
And then you just a drunk.
yeah.
Because even what's her name, Mary went over there because she said she need a witness, and Eleanor is not talking, and he like, you, it must be something, you come over here to my ass because you don't even like me. I was cracking up.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
he went to go get some more brown. I was like, this dude. He did. So what's y'all thoughts on that scene? Because they was honest with each other, like
Mm-hmm.
with the back and forth for not liking each other. Tamika, what's your thoughts on Mary and Robert?
I mean, listen, she said, I'm trying to get my damn kids. I ain't mad at her for that. And she said, I ain't got nobody else I could call. I done pissed Eleanor off. So, I mean, she went over here and she was honest with him. And I think he respected her for being, honest. Because he's like, I guess he was trying to say, like, I done got over on everybody else and pulled the wool over everybody else liked me but you. What was your damn problem with me? So, she let him know, like, I just never saw it. Okay, I never got it. I wasn't mad at it. It was a funny scene. And since everything else is so, like, serious and heavy, you need that little funny moment in between.
All I see for me, I think so too. Because you like, I never saw it for you, but you was role playing with Howard to be
But
them.
I don't think that was about him. I
I
think that
think
was
that was
just
about
about Nancy
Nancy.
and her life. That's how I saw it. But I could see how somebody
Yeah.
else could see it that way. But it didn't really come off
Mm.
like that to me. It more so came off like her and Howard was infatuated with Nancy. She wanted to be Nancy and he wanted to be with Nancy.
Mm.
All
Mm.
those
You
perfumes
better
and
say that again.
earrings and stuff,
Say that
child.
again.
Poor Nancy, boy, she was in a love triangle.
Poor
Don't even
Nancy,
know.
my
Then
eyes,
he
child.
decided to go over there and get the real thing. He said, I ain't
Right,
gonna
I say
pretend
he
no
went to get
more.
the real thing.
Okay, wasn't that some garbage? That was some hot trash. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
how you do that? Mm,
Access granted. Yes, that's
okay,
what you got.
thanks for access. Okay,
That's
enter.
what it was given when they was doing that damn ballet
Mm-hmm.
thing together. She was so easily thought she was about to get a divorce, girl.
Right. And
After a
you
couple of
following, and it
months,
was only a,
child.
yeah,
Jumped the
I
gun.
was like, girl, it ain't even been that long. I mean, if it had been a little
In an
longer, maybe I
almost
could have been
20-year
understood.
marriage, I was like, I'm glad I ain't married, child, because
Right.
throw the whole person away. What? I can't get a couple of months of chaos?
And
Okay.
with your friend's husband, like out of all the people you could have chose.
Exactly.
Okay.
She'd have better
Yeah,
off
I agree,
the date
Tamika.
bartender. The
She could
date
have
that we thought it was going to
she
be.
could have went with the director Paul who kept messing up their name, calling them
I
David
don't
and
think I
Louise.
don't think
Like
he
what?
liked no women. I
I
don't
know
think
it wasn't giving that either, but I mean it was other men on that production. So girl,
it was.
it went with some rando. Then your man, then your friend husband. So that was crazy. What else? So we did actually see Howard doing the unalivement of Nancy, which was crazy. He did toss her against that brick wall
He
because he
flung
talking
her.
about they want to run and be together. She was looking like I'm finna tell
He
Mary about
Not she
what
not
he
finna tell.
she really
she
Split
did.
her
slapped that
head
she slapped
open.
that taste out
That
his
was
mouth. She
crazy.
slapped the last hair
Right.
below his scalp, child. She said, "Oh,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
wax," and that's
Mm,
how she ended up not here no more.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
Child.
mm.
I mean, one good toss. I'm like, dang, Howard is that strong?
Shit, that's a big
Yeah,
man.
She,
she was
I
a
mean,
teeny
but she
tiny
a
little
little
thing too,
lady.
I mean,
and that
That
was
was
a like a
Yeah.
brick wall or a concrete wall.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
yeah,
that was
the
a
adrenaline is running through him. He's pissed off. So yeah.
mm-hmm.
Because when I first seen that, I was like, damn. Like she flew
yeah,
into that
Like a
damn.
rag doll.
yep.
It
Yeah.
was like a
Like,
Yeah.
Homelander push, y'all. That's
it
all. That's all I was
That's
is.
how it
saying.
Yes.
looked. Yes.
I said, whoa, whoa, wait a minute. I said, this what show I'm looking at? Because
Mm-hmm.
this
Okay.
looked like something off of the boys for real.
Because
Hello.
that man is
He flung
big.
her like whoosh. I said,
Mm-hmm.
God dang.
yeah, he looked like he about 6'5", 220.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
or at least
Versus
Yeah.
6'3",
her,
child.
yeah, versus
Mm-hmm.
her is probably like
5'4",
5'2",
5'3".
right.
150 pounds, something like that.
Right.
Maybe
Soaking wet.
180.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he full of cuckoo chew. He full of
He
nuts.
thought they supposed to
He's
run
full
off
of
together in
audacity. That's what
Ohio.
he's full of.
Yeah. He was really sick in the damn head.
Yeah, Mo. That was
Yeah.
a game plan,
And
Mo,
my
to,
whole
to
thing
run
is like
away.
you knew Mary crazy too, child. Mary be over there on that stuff, and Mary would try to take you from your first wife. So like that's why I said y'all both is crazy together. Like Mary is gonna let you and Nancy run off with her kids, sir. Please,
Okay.
he be
That
this is
part.
La La Land, La La
That
Land.
part.
I
La
Listen,
La
would.
he
Land is
probably was
I would.
planning on taking Nancy
And,
out then too. I mean, taking
and
Mary out
Howard,
to go live his life when Nancy,
right?
no telling what
Yeah,
he was
lied.
thinking about because the
And
fact that
Howard's
he was keeping,
broke.
yeah.
Okay.
And
He
what
was
if Nancy didn't
willing
get no
to
money
just
from
drug
Robert? Then
with
they would
him,
have just been two
child.
brokies together. Oh.
Yeah,
Brokey.
she didn't want him anyway because he was
Mm.
broke, so that wasn't gonna work.
She had to give him a damn job.
Right,
And a
exactly.
ride to the
that's
job.
that's
Audacity of
true.
you.
Mm,
And
You
the
had
ride
to
to the
listen.
job because they
When
car was in the shop.
my
That
best
part.
friend got to give you a job, you ain't got no business putting your meat in nobody else. Okay, you're too broke to cheat. Okay, keep your
That
raw
part.
That's why
dog,
she
raw
said,
dog in the
who
house.
gonna believe I would sleep with you?" That's why Nancy said
Okay.
that.
Yep.
Like,
You too
who gonna
damn
believe it,
broke.
boo?
Hell, even Robert didn't believe it when they brought it to him. He was like,
Yeah,
wait a
Right.
Your
minute.
broke ass
He
husband?
yeah. You did you
Or
said,
did you
dang,
didn't you
Howard.
employ him? Shit. Down to the grocery store? No, ma'am.
That probably pissed Howard off even more, y'all. The fact that nobody would believe that him and Nancy was a
Yes,
thing.
yes. Sir,
Like,
you
look
are
at
the
you and look at
grocery.
me, sir.
You bag
Like,
groceries
no.
for a living. Shut up.
Yeah, because when she said that, I did feel out. I said, damn, but at the end of the day, you really did sleep with him. So what does that say about you? But the fact that
Nah.
she was like, nobody would ever believe that. Ugh.
I
Like,
But the
who's
way
gonna
mean,
she
think I
slept with
slept
him,
with you?
she was aggressive with it. Like she was jumping on him like, boy,
Mm.
woo-hoo. You would have thought he was King Kong. The way she was
yeah.
jumping on him. I said,
He
damn.
was a lot of man. Even though
Yeah,
Robert's
he's
pretty
tall.
tall
But she
too.
was giving it to him as if he was like, that ninja. You know what I'm
Cause
saying?
she liked
Like,
the thrill of it. I mean, the rich folks
yes.
do be sleeping with their pool boys, so there's that. So I guess we could have believed Howard, but
I mean, the pool boy is different from Howard, okay?
I mean,
Yeah,
because
but
the
that's
pool
your
boy be
friend, man, husband. So.
That's what I'm saying. She was giving it to him like, yeah, like he wasn't even attached to your homegirl for one. But woo, child, she
because
ain't think. She just
she
go,
was I can't say the G word from Scott. That's what that was, and that excitement and that
mm-hmm.
territory where you're not supposed to be your friend's man because you weren't even looking at that man like that till I forgot what happened, child. They threw your little book in the garbage, and then he started talking his little talk to you. Oh, Nancy, and you're just a phenomenal
Yeah,
woman, and
it only
you've
took her
come from
2 seconds.
here to here. Go on,
Mhm.
Howard.
I mean, they was all touched because Nancy wasn't cold and Eleanor was jumping on damn Robert. So they was all touched in the head,
Okay.
okay?
The imperfect
Eleanor was
women.
actually going over there to jump on Robert before we found out Nancy was gone. Is how it felt to me. She was like,
Right.
cause Nancy's cheating. I hate to tell you. You wanna roll around a little bit? No, okay, my
And
bad.
she actually thought he was
Right. You want
going
to
to
roll
love
around
her.
again?
Child.
Let's talk about the ending.
Nancy wasn't even dead yet. They didn't know where Nancy was, and Elle was ready to get it on.
Oh, that's true.
She wasn't even. They didn't know what
Hmm.
happened to her, where she was at.
We
But
ain't know.
she know you though, okay?
Right.
Oh, he definitely played on Nancy vulnerability for sure.
Hmm.
Big time.
Mm, mm,
That's
mm.
why I don't know
Mm.
why she told him all of that.
Yeah, she
I wouldn't
did.
have told him
So
that Scott stuff. And then even if you tell
Because
him
she was
these from
looking
your
at him
past,
really. I feel like she was looking at him thinking like, oh, because I think she even says that at one point. Because at first she just looked at him like, damn, this is my friend's bum ass husband. But later she started to feel like, oh, well, maybe there is more to him. He's reading these books and he's saying this and saying that. She fell for the okey doke for a
yep,
minute
Right.
and thought this is a nice guy.
like
But
he a
Yep.
nerd.
I mean, I might have
Mhm.
told you
A
somebody from my
thousand
past
kisses.
popped up. It's not a good situation. I found myself in a bad time, and that's it. But the part where I slept with my mom is, but
Talking,
no,
talking to me,
no,
talking to
yeah,
me.
no.
yeah.
You don't tell no man that.
Yeah,
He's
some
a
things you
man
gotta keep.
after all.
Some things you gotta keep inside, and she was
Keeping her and
exposing
Robert
way too
issues.
much.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, I
TMI.
agree. And I mean, obviously, that was a pattern for him doing that with his students. So he just basically did the same thing with her, but then he got caught up and he didn't want to let it go.
I said the same thing. And in the next episode, we have found out that Mary was a student, and then Jenny said, "Oh, he stayed being with." I said, "Smoke
Right.
that."
this this ain't nothing new for Halbert underneath the sun. You know what I'm saying? Like we said
Mm-mm.
before, we believe that he been doing this type of stuff before in his
Yeah,
past.
I'm pretty sure there's more victims out there.
Mm,
Like, want to know
yep,
what happened.
yep.
Too bad
So
we ain't gonna find out.
That's how Marcus knew. Didn't Mary said that young girl came over to the house and she was bathing the
Right. And
baby
she
and
was
went
about that
upstairs
sitting
braid.
upstairs in the room. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
wondering how Marcus knew. I knew, doggone it. You was in there bathing that baby. And daddy was in
Yikes.
there moving furniture.
Yeah, Marcus got some stuff with him, but yeah, he was paying attention for sure.
He's the oldest kid. They don't do nothing but, peep game, and they be like, I'm just gonna keep that right here. I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna keep it right here in case I need it.
Correct. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, let's talk about how Mary is at the motel and she get a knocks at the door and why she did not look through the peephole before she opened it and here comes Howard crazy ass
Cause
snatched
she
up joint.
white.
Hey, hey, Mo.
Joking. No, she white. Wow.
Mo, that's exactly what I said. Mo, I said that's just like a white person do that. Just open up the door. Black people, we always gonna look through a peephole or peep out a window or something like
Right.
that. Y'all know how we
Through the
do.
curtain, like, what the hell? 'Cause
Yeah.
ain't nobody should be at my door knocking or whatever, ringing the doorbell.
Come to the
Nobody.
center of the peephole. I can't see you over there. Come on, come line it up. Move on over.
Yes.
Can't see you on
Yes.
the
That's how
side
we
over
do.
there.
That's how we do. Yes.
I just didn't understand. None that was she drugged up all the time.
I
It's
mean, well,
like
look, that last time we saw her go get her cold medicine her damn self, but yeah, He definitely didn't try to stop her.
So he got her yonked up and child took her to the same place that he unalived Nancy. I'm like, why would you like Lawrence? What's your thoughts on him taking Mary back to where he unalived Nancy?
Crazy.
And
Why on earth would you do that? Is this some type of sick ritual that you like to do? Like, if you're going to do something of that nature, you would take them to a different spot. You wouldn't go do it at the same spot. I thought that was a bad mistake on his end. For him to be this, killer, this villain of the story. He basically shot himself in the foot when he did that right there. Horrible idea from him.
okay. EJ, you there?
I'm here.
So what are your thoughts of Mary with the quick one when she had to say like you like people I was supposed to meet Eleanor. So people go figure it out that you unalive me because I was supposed to meet her to I was like, okay, Mary with the quick thinking like getting inside his head. She was doing some mental gymnastics like he been doing on her for years.
I mean,
What's
she
your
had
thoughts
to
on
do
that?
something if she wanted to survive. I mean, survival skills have got to kick in at some point. You
Yes.
cannot
Well, Mary.
yeah, you don't want to be the victim in this right here. You don't want to be any of that. And you know what he did to Nancy, so you know what he's capable of.
Mm-hmm.
And you already got the ex-wife's story. She was just smart enough to get out before anything escalated even further, right? So now you got to be quick on your feet. Like I'm gonna be quick on my feet too. I gotta figure this out. Okay, I don't even know what. Listen, I don't know because
Then she
my
pulled
running
out the
skills be
phone.
off.
She pulled out the phone. She said, "I'm supposed to meet." Let me tell her. Like she was like really breaking it down, like getting
I
inside
just
his
would have
head.
ran.
Let me call her. And she called, and then she dropped the phone, saying like she didn't. The call didn't go through, but the call did
That
go
man
through.
is too
And
tall to be
Eleanor
on the
heard.
phone.
Girl, I'm trying to run anyway. Girl, I'm in the
He
fight or
too
flight mode,
tall. Mary ain't.
He too
and
tall. He got them long arms.
Yeah, he the her quick. Now
Yeah. Mary trying to run them Skechers.
her Birkenstocks, child.
Right,
Skechers.
yeah,
Her
them shoes
Birkenstocks.
was sending me though.
No.
Listen, that's because Howard be thinking he the smartest person in the room, and that was a dumb plan. But I'm gonna do it here, and you're gonna say, we're gonna say you did this to yourself because you're,
yourself.
your friend and the kids. Sir, this don't make no sense.
That's why
But
she said no. Eleanor, no, I was supposed to be at the hotel and now I'm missing. She can't
But
get
the
a hold
fact
of me.
that she had her phone the whole time and didn't call 911 is still got me.
Would you call 911? They ain't been paying you no mind this whole time, okay? That damn people, we always watch these
Okay.
shows where the
The
cops
text
is
again.
useless. But
right,
these
Gan's
cops
gonna be
really took
like,
the cake, okay? She wasn't trying to hear shit.
That part.
So,
Yeah,
you would
she
yeah.
have
was
thought she
trash.
was working with Howard the way she was carrying on, child.
Exactly.
Yeah,
'Cause
she was
Like,
carrying
are
on
Howard
you
or
with
the
bad.
Howard
Hennessy.
too?
I don't know. She
Yeah,
working
she
with
was carrying
somebody.
on bad. Yeah.
somebody.
Yeah, I agree, but I did think she handled it right with getting in his head. But I was saying run too. I was saying kick him. I know her hands was tied, but I was like, girl, if you get a shot at that area, kick him, run. Once he dropped that knife, I wanted her to grab that. Y'all know how I be screaming at the TV, so we was
Mm-hmm.
all
I'm
watching
glad
it
she called
together.
I'm
Eleanor
with
though.
the kicking. We should have done maybe the kick then the run.
And
Then
Mm-hmm.
don't forget the sand. Don't forget the dirt she threw in his face.
Okay.
Yeah. She said,
Yeah.
ah,
Yeah, she was thinking
Mhm.
with that part.
Mm-hmm.
talks his glasses off and he still managed to catch her. I'm like, damn, how can you see what his glasses?
you
Mm.
can see without your doggone glasses. Glasses
And the
for
dark.
reading. I can still see you as a figure. Come on now, don't be doing the glasses focus.
In the dark.
I know. Don't ask me to read no street signs, but I can see you running. You right there. You're blurry, but you're there. There you are, right there.
Child, that's funny to me because he managed to
Bob
catch
and
her and
Mary, Bob and weave.
stabbed her, like
Mm-hmm.
cut her really good.
Mm-hmm.
And he come, cause we was waiting for Eleanor. I'm like, okay, Eleanor did a Yui. She knows she's at the dead zone. Bad.
That's crazy.
So I was like, okay, because he was trying to choke her out for real, for real. So
He was.
Yeah, he was trying to kill her. Like, you
It take a long
weird. You
time. Well,
diabolical.
so I've heard it take a long time to choke a person out. So that's never the
Yeah,
route
I
you want
do.
to take. But you know,
Mm-hmm.
I
I'm
mean,
glad she
unless you
faked
snap
it.
their neck, and he ain't snap her neck, so
no,
even
they
though he
don't
big
ever.
enough to do so, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, trying to choke her out, and then what's her name? Eleanor rolled up, uh, got out, trying to help her homegirl, and then he
See,
trying to choke
that's
her
where
out.
she messed up at, and I know they got to do the dramatics for the movies, but that part always irritates me. If you're punching
Dope
them,
dope.
if you're hitting them with an object, if you driving a car, you keep going. Okay, you do what you got to do to the white meat. Okay, to the
So you
clap
want her to
like
go
a damn
forward and
cartoon.
reverse,
Right,
forward and
back,
reverse.
forward, back, forward, back, forward, as many times as you can. You don't stop and get out. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
she
what we
she
don't do.
stopped. Yeah, she stopped.
Had
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tyler Perry wrote this shit, it would have been
or power people because they would
it'd
have
have been
been when
different.
He
Tommy
said,
back in the
leave him
day.
out of this.
Right.
Baby, because Ina was like, woo.
She need to be on that Tommy
Woo.
spirit because when Tommy back in the day ran over somebody, he would do it
Yeah.
again, go back and forth. So
That's what
yeah.
she should have did. Hey.
She was trying to stay on
Mhm.
the right side of the law because she can justify the. Oh, I tapped him, but I guess she didn't want to go
Mm-mm.
back and
She didn't want to continue to
run him
mess up her
over.
daddy car. Mess her
Oh,
Nah,
daddy car.
bump
yeah,
that.
that part.
He a killer, and he already got old girl. Just leave her handcuffed or whatever with them things on, because we need proof. Because this police
Mhm.
officer suck.
Yeah.
Right.
She
Right.
Oh
don't
Oh
yeah.
do
Right.
yeah.
I'd have,
They might have
I'd
nothing.
have,
locked her ass up. You
I'd have
right,
backed up
Dad.
and tapped
She
him
did
again
right.
because you're not gonna try to come after me because that's how that was gonna go.
I forgot.
Hmm.
They would have locked her up for attempted murder on somebody that was trying to tip the murder. Man, child, please.
Exactly.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah,
Exactly.
never
That
mind.
Yep.
part.
Yep.
Do you
You're
not
right.
see my
They just said,
shoulder?
never
He just
mind.
poked me with the thing. I'm
I take it
bleeding.
back. I
And
forgot what he
Detective
was being
Dan would have been
busy.
like, lock her up. What?
You damn
Right.
woman
Right.
Oh
ass.
God. She was horrible.
And
Detective
she
Yeah.
Dan
black
was
too.
horrible.
Please.
Probably
Yeah.
said that she had Mary in them damn shackles, whatever them things was.
I mean, they wanted to believe that from the time she was got
Mhm.
caught sleeping with Robert, which that's her own fault. Because, ma'am, 3 seconds. Can you wait 3 seconds? Can you wait 3 seconds? Can we figure out who did it before you want roll
The
around in
body
the
wasn't
hay?
even
No,
cold yet. I
no.
ain't like how they did her funeral so quick.
Solve the crime
Child.
first, then
And
go
I
sleep with
wonder
me.
if she ever went and talked to the daughter. I know she told Robert that she wanted to speak to her. She didn't
Yeah.
want to let
They
they
didn't show it.
they didn't
They yep,
show
they
it.
didn't
Yeah,
show
I
it.
wish they would have showed that.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
we definitely need that conversation. We definitely need that
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
because Robert's just gonna keep it plain Jane. He was gonna continue just to sweep everything underneath the rug, but Ellie just wanted to clear her conscience from all of this stuff right here, including speaking to Cora at the end of the day.
Hmm. Yep. So yeah. So Mary got her name cleared. She was reunited with her kids at the birthday party, and that looked suspicious at Robert's house, I think. And then we got Eleanor on a boat named Nancy. She named the boat after Nancy. She's on there looking like she's at peace with a new boo, with an actual boo. It wasn't like a lover boy type of thing what she had with Jordan, like a
Mm-hmm.
sex thing. So
I don't know why she didn't utilize Jordan some more instead of Robert's
Baby
raggedy
Jordan need his
behind.
ass cut.
Hmm?
what?
Jordan need his ass cut because he tried to put a case on her. Did that not? Did that not happen? Did Jordan go to HR on that lady or something?
He called the tip line. He
Yeah.
did.
Okay. Yeah. We
He
not
did.
know. Jordan need his ass cut. No.
Well, hey, that's on Eleanor part, so I can't say nothing.
Mm-mm.
That's what I'm like. Well,
Right,
maybe.
I can't say that. So like I can't say that. So that was
Candy's like, did
Eleanor.
I
That
not watch what I watched? No, girl, you watched it. We won't leave you hanging. You watched it.
yeah, you watched it, but
I was
yeah,
happy to see Eleanor living her best life. Got her a little chocolate boot thing. I said, "Okay, girl, come on back over here and stay here, okay? You be messing with the clear people too much." But
hello.
so
So
I
you
love to
can't.
see it. I love to see it. But this is I noticed on social media a lot of people saying they was confused with the ending, and some people were saying that they think Robert adopted the kids. They didn't think it was anything between them. Right?
Oh,
There was the
please.
people that was
Oh, that
saying that, the
too.
people that was saying they was confused. Shout out to Kendall, me and her was talking about it. She said she was confused with the ending too. I said that I thought her and Robert got together, and I was like, now she got that life that she wanted to have.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they kind of left it open so that it's up to your interpretation. I think they ended it like that on purpose, but it was interesting to me how many people are like, I was confused. What the hell? How the hell did y'all end it like that? What was really going on? And then it is a possibility that maybe he just adopted the kids because they wasn't giving them kids to her. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
not
well
get-
now
I mean, they cleared
Robert
her.
even
I
takes.
mean,
It's not even giving Robert takes care of Cora. So I mean, what Robert gonna do with some
I
children?
mean, but at the end of the day, he didn't have no cases. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So because of his family status, he still could have stepped up in that way, even though we know he ain't doing
Eleanor
nothing
could
but
have done
over there
that.
drinking.
Mary and
Eleanor
Robert
need
are
to get away from no
together.
clear people.
Mary had a different
Yeah,
dress
and then
on.
would it be in a birthday party? You would have thought Eleanor would have been there, so that made it more interesting to me that she
But she
was like,
sent the
"Girl,
gift.
Eleanor
She
sent
right?
sent
that
I
the
sent
gift.
the gift, bitch, and don't bother me. I'm over here on the boat."
Okay.
I'm gonna
Living
let
my
y'all
best
in. I'm gonna let y'all
life.
in. I'm gonna let y'all in on a little secret right quick.
Uh-oh.
Robert's daddy would not allow Mary to be in that family. If you think the daddy was upset about the money, Mary? No way. I can't see it. I can't see it. I can't see
I
it.
said
Or
I said that
Eleanor.
too when we were watching it live. I said if well, we knew Eleanor. If Eleanor wasn't brown, she'd have been all right because
Yeah,
Yeah,
she'll been
yeah,
all
that
right. Yeah.
family
Yeah,
had
because she
money.
come back with,
Okay,
yes,
she had
yeah,
the
her family been
points.
here money.
She was over there on the Nancy SS, whatever.
But
But
Mary is
I
giving
said
white
the
trailer
same thing. I
trash.
said Mary ain't got nothing either. So you went from a Nancy to a marriage.
Right.
I
But
mean, but
Mary
he did
said,
call himself standing up to his father. So
He did.
He said, "I'm
"God,
burn all this
please."
ish down. Like if you don't
I just
call
was
But
them,
aggravated because she told that man about
pay that
herself, which I guess
sheriff."
he asked. She told that man about herself and said she did not see the appeal and bippity bippity boo and was talking cash money, but only for you to turn around and be like, you know what?
It
I
it
want Nancy's life by any means necessary. So if I got to go through Robert to do it,
it's the
then
money.
damn it, let's do it.
It's the money, the power, and his last name in that community.
right,
That's why she
yeah,
Yep.
went back. It wasn't for the looks, but it was for the money, the power of that last name. She needed that leverage right there.
yeah.
Mary, I wanted
No,
you to go
she
back and
needed
get your
a man. She was
PhD and be the
fascinated
boss
with
that
a
you needed to
man,
be.
Yeah,
and
she
she
need to
wanted
go
to be
back to school.
Nancy. Mm-mm.
What'd you say, Candy?
She was fascinated with Robert, and she was Nancy. So now I'm Nancy. Because the way she turned around and looked, she had a different dress on. She had a different look on her face.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, Nancy, I mean,
Nancy
Mary
too.
was a different
Oh, she
person.
The
So
tried.
glow
her
up.
and Robert got a thing going on, and we're going to get a season 2.
We don't need no season 2. I'm over them, child. Where they ended this
Yeah,
season.
I'm
Unless
good
they
with
have
this
a new
season.
set of women. I don't know.
We're going to
Oh
get
I
a
think
season
no,
2
I
because I
can't do
still
no. I
think
can't do no
Mary's
more of these
sleepwalking.
friends, child.
I think it's
I
like
still
a
think Mary's
Can't do no more of these
sleepwalking. So,
friends.
listen.
I think it's
Candy, I
three
was waiting
books.
So
for
you
something
think
like
it's
that
a
too.
fantasy? You think it's a fantasy?
It got to be something. It got to be something. I need some more meat with my potatoes.
It could have
Yeah,
been,
a
but
lot of
I mean,
people
they
were
would have
saying
needed
they
to
was
tell us stuff.
expecting it to be like another twist too. Because we could have kind of wrapped this up last episode. We already knew
Word,
how it wasn't nothing. I dragged him
word.
in my review. I already said I don't give a damn what go down off with his head. Okay, but
Yeah, but they had
but
to throw Scott in there because we were like, okay, what Scott played? What Scott role is?
right.
Right.
That's the thing. Because
The only
we,
bone they threw us was at the absolute end with Mary looking at Robert like, "Hey,
Right.
Robert." Other than that, I was like, "Oh, so
Yeah.
Howard did it."
Like she said,
Okay.
hey, Howard in jail and I got my kids and I got the like now. So now what? Okay.
Yeah.
okay.
Howard in jail. I thought she took Howard out, child. She
Oh,
was
yeah.
can't.
I was like, yeah, do it again. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. See,
I'm just glad Ellie finally, she chose herself. She read that message and she's like, I ain't
Yeah.
going back to this community. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the boat with my people. She chose herself. She sent the little girl a present and called it a day. I'm glad
Yeah.
she was able to escape all that was going on over there.
Yeah.
yeah.
Amen and hallelujah. Okay. Come back to this
That
side.
was the finale, y'all. That was the end.
Mm.
Y'all got
Yeah.
any party thoughts for these people?
Mary still
I
walking around in rewind. I ain't giving nothing to Mary.
Candy
I ain't
is
give her
not
nothing.
gonna get off of Mary ass for
I
nothing.
ain't gonna get off Mary either. Mary, you still on
Uh,
that stuff, girl? Is you still on that stuff to concentrate and
Listen, I
focus?
said at least now she can go and get prescribed the right medication instead of you
Get
over
a
here having to go to the
speed.
back of the supermarket because you need something. Okay, you
That
definitely
part.
need
Listen, them people be having the
something.
means and still be going to the back of the store to get the
Yeah,
cough
we know
syrup.
that.
Okay, so you know.
But I want her to get the right dosage. Okay.
The
I
only
think
person I
you're
cared
all right
about
because she
was
shouldn't end up with that man. She needs some therapy. Take your behind back to school, get that PhD, and do what you intended
Mm-hmm.
before you got off your path. Well, how is raggedy ass? That's what you should have done, pot farm lady. What are we
May,
doing?
May, go ahead and write that book so you can join us over here on Book Talk and stop playing. I'll definitely read your book.
Come
Listen,
on, write your
Mary
book
can
about
write
your
the book.
raggedy husband.
The way
What you
Mary was
say?
telling that story, I'm like, okay, Mary is giving. I'm telling you, I think Mary had dissociative disorder, and I thought either she dead or she sleepwalking and this shit ain't real, and she making stuff up in her head. I just feel that way. I really feel season 2 they gonna say
Mm-hmm.
Mary, this shit was made up. I'm telling you.
Girl, it
you
ain't
think
no
they gonna
It's
come
season.
back with
given.
a season 2?
There ain't no season
Yeah,
2. This
no,
was
ain't
a
gonna be.
limited series.
Yeah, we don't. I don't.
Candy
No
got a
season
season
two.
2 in her
Candy got season 2
It's
on her
nothing to
head,
have a
baby.
season two about.
Baby, we gonna
Let's
write a season 2, okay?
I
let's let
said a new
Eleanor
book.
live her best life and f Mary and Robert. Okay, because
Because
Yeah.
that's
But
please.
all
we
I
got
care
to see.
about
We
is
got to see because why did they do that? They did that for a reason. They did that for a reason.
I,
girl.
Mary
I
and
I,
think you're
Robert.
gonna
They
have
didn't
to
just say
read the book then. I think that's where
well,
you're gonna find them answers because I think this is
Yeah.
it. But the only part that I cared about was Eleanor finding her peace and her sanity. I can send your baby girl a gift because Auntie Eleanor been in her life all this time, but I am so done with
mm,
all the clear folks, and I'm just gonna get over here
And
with
I'm
this
glad she got
melanin
Robert her
and get some
system.
D3, okay? Because why? That
Because Mary was on them
what she get
on them
EJ?
things.
D3.
Mm-hmm.
That's D3.
With the
Yeah,
K2 and
so
the mm-hmm.
Okay.
What's
oh,
D3?
I know
Elaborate.
that's right. I
That
wasn't
vitamin
mad at that. Okay.
D3.
that's that third leg she talking about.
Okay.
Because I did think Mary
I'm
had
glad she
had
got
more
Robert
to
her system.
have more to do with it than what they was telling us. That's why I was so disappointed when we got to 8 and it just was Howard because Mary was over there being a crackhead and they kept telling us Mary liked to tell her stories and Mary was a storyteller and Mary created her own reality. Okay. Oh, okay. So this really just happened like this. Never mind. Okay.
I'm telling you, I'm like shit. Mary did that shit. I still think she did it.
If she did it, I think she would have. Dang, I think it would have straight pointed to her because she gives
hmm
sloppy. She don't
She
give
been
calculated
crazy
or cleaning up.
she was erratic the
That
whole
part.
entire series. Mary was cuckoo tiki tiki boom boom.
I
I
know.
thought
If y'all
even
watch my
Howard might
video,
have
episode 1, I said, "Oh, she a basket case." I'm like, it's something off about that shit.
I thought Howard might have even like somehow been covering up for her just to hold it over her head because you know that man don't do nothing for no good, child. Just
Mm,
to be like, I'm gonna bring my jump offs in the house while you bathe these kids. Because remember how you had took your friend out, girl? Okay, don't make me say nothing.
No,
Go ahead.
I thought that she was gonna have Howard at the house, but of course, that was when she first went in there talking about I'm gonna be a good girl. I said, I know you freaking lying. I thought she was gonna wait, and when they was having dinner, it was gonna be something in his damn pills since he want, his
That's what she
food.
should have done, but she was really concerned
Look,
about not being able to have them kids, though.
if the
Yeah,
Right.
police
because the
didn't
fact
show,
that you
if
ain't
the
set that mother
boy,
on fire when he
the
drugged your baby, ain't no
look, that's why I
way.
said if the police didn't show up that day, yeah, he would be in the bed. It'd be something burn the bed. The movie burn the bed. I'll take my kids and I'm gone.
Yeah,
We in the car.
his soul will have been on fire. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm,
So
mm, mm.
EJ, you got any party
She
words for the people for the show?
Listen, it was a good watch. I was glad it's over. I'm glad Eleanor got everything that she deserved. And listen, if Candy say Mary did it, damn it, I stand with Candy. Damn it, Mary did it. There we go. That's my parting thoughts. Mary did it, and she got away with it,
She
and
said of
Howard
Howard.
did.
Okay.
Yep,
Okay.
I
All right.
agree.
And see, he ain't need to die. He need to
He
face
needed
the
to see.
consequences.
He need to go to the jailhouse so he can come and she can bring them kids to see Daddy. Hey,
I ain't
Nah,
doing
nope,
that. No,
nope.
That was
nope,
too
Mm-mm.
nope,
easy. That was too
nope.
easy.
just just one time, and she can bring Robert with her. Oh, girl, that would have been
Oh
He
hilarious.
gonna
Lord,
be
that would have really ate him up because he
I
was.
think he would have real took. I think he really would have took himself out. Like for real.
Yeah, that was too easy for him to die. That was too easy. I needed something else for Howard because you drunk my babies. No,
I ain't want him in jail though, cause he real slick with the words. So I ain't want him in jail wheeling and dealing, and then you got a little boyfriend or some kind. No, no,
Or trying
no,
to
no,
escape.
no, 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 Howard. I'm good.
uh-uh.
Mm-mm. Howard always wants some BS. He gonna be in charge of the jail. So no, thank you.
He definitely manipulative. So there's that.
Mm-hmm.
He know how to get his way. He know how to maneuver with his words.
Yep.
Yeah, so that was a good series. Like, make sure y'all are subscribed to everyone's channel up here. Hit the like button on everyone's channel who's live. Yeah, I really enjoyed this series. Because at first when I was doing this, I felt alone. I was like, nobody talking about it. So yeah, so it was a good one. Could have ended a little better, but you know, per
They left the
Candy
meat and
statement.
potatoes all in the middle. Episodes, I think 3 to 7. That was the best parts of it because
But
there
it
was a
had
little
me
slow, and then at the end it was like that's it.
it
Mm-hmm.
definitely had me engaged, had me locked in because it was like, damn, who done it? And then I
Yeah,
just narrowed it down to Scott, Mary, and Howard. They was always on my list at the end,
Oh yeah.
towards towards
Oh
the
yeah.
middle end for me. So yeah,
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
definitely.
overall, I enjoyed it. I had little nitpicks, and I was already interested in watching it just based off of it being Kerry Washington,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Elizabeth. Oh, wait, what's her name?
Moss,
Yeah,
Moss.
Elizabeth
Elizabeth
Moss.
Moss. And yeah, I was like, oh, I like all of them, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, she ain't over here staring at the camera doing her handmade self breathing.
Oh
And
Lord.
I ain't gonna lie, she made it look more interesting. Once we started getting into her and this, I was like, okay, we cooking with grease now. Let's go.
Yeah, cause she
But
cuckoo.
I didn't expect it to end the way that it ended. But I still enjoyed it overall. I would recommend it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. I agree. Well, everyone's watching. Let us know your thoughts on this series finale. Did you enjoy it, or is it just mid? Like, like for some of us, it was just It could have been better. But as a whole, yeah, let us know how you feel about this series and would you recommend it to the next person. Okay. Before we get out of here, we about to go around see what people got going on that channel. EJ, self care EJ down there. What you
Yes, on my channel, on my channel. Just keep your notifications turned on the channel. We got a bunch of panels going on. So tomorrow we got Euphoria, we got The Boys. Sunday we got The Testaments. Tuesday we have From, and then on Talk That Talk Media we have new reactions up every week. So make sure that you are subscribed to the channel and check out Tika and I reactions to whatever we watching at the time. Right now, we are watching From, The Boys. Hell, we don't watch we watch a lot of stuff. You never know what's gonna drop. But our From reaction is up now. If you want to see episode 1 of how we was doing the most.
okay. Miss Kira speak.
We got The Boys tomorrow. Next Tuesday we got taking a weekend off, child. Next Tuesday we got Roja. I think Mo's hosting, I believe.
Yeah.
And keep your notifications on. I'm gonna try to get my recap of Imperfect Women. Maybe I'll pop up and do a live. I don't know. And Bell Collective Birmingham. But like I said, just keep your notifications on because this week's a little tricky. So we probably get back on schedule next week. But subscribe to everybody's channel and hit the like, please and thank you.
Tamika's den. What's going on in the den?
Pretty much everything that EJ said, I'll be joining. And shout out to the self care. I had some self care earlier because I haven't been feeling good since last week, and I needed it. Okay, self care is the best care. Ain't never mad at that. I may
Yep.
do my self care. Depends. Maybe this weekend, if not next weekend, self care and what you should be watching. So look out for that. Keep your notifications on. Like all the channels, subscribe to all the channels, hype all the channels up. Thank you for having me. Appreciate it. Joining the conversation.
Yes, no problem. Thank you. Candy,
Keep your notification bells on.
child, Lawrence
Remarks
report.
complete.
She on panels too, child. She
Right
on
on.
panels.
Okay.
Roha, Testaments, you know.
The Lawrence
Okay,
report.
well, I was covering Imperfect Women on my YouTube shorts, so be sure to check that out. I did my Michael review. Love that review right there. Again, check out my Michael YouTube shorts as well. I did a video about Joe Jackson. It has currently over 25,000 views, so make sure y'all check that out. I didn't expect it to go viral like that, but it did. I did my review on You, Me, and Tuscany. And ladies, we are approaching a brand new month. So you know what that means? More TV shows are on the way, more movies that is on the way that I'm pretty sure all of us will be covering. So keep your notifications on. Make sure you subscribe to all the channels up here. Mo, I appreciate the invite with these ladies here.
Oh, yes,
Oh, and side note, just honorable mention, if y'all not watching Man on Fire, I think I binged all the episodes earlier today. It was good, so check it
I
out.
forgot about
Look,
that.
she gonna rub it in the face. I'm like, I've been busy all day. I ain't even get a chance to watch it then. So
Dang.
it's
Okay.
on my list.
How many episodes to make? Is it 8?
I think it's seven, seven
7?
or eight, one or the other. Yeah, something
Okay.
What
like
is
that.
this? What show is this?
Man on
Man on
Fire.
Fire on
Man on
Netflix.
Fire.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, it did come on Netflix. Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Watch that tomorrow.
Yes, thank you all for coming up here and joining me. Because I usually do this solo, but thank you all, Lawrence, Candy, Tamika, Miss Kira, EJ, for coming up here and giving y'all thoughts. Because I know y'all watched this too, and I know y'all had some stuff to say, and y'all said it this evening. Okay. Y'all let it be known how y'all felt about every character. I'm glad that y'all joined me to discussing this interesting series. But for me, we did the movie Michael or the panel yesterday. That was a good talk about it. If y'all want to check that out, it was a good talk about the movie Michael. What else? If you into reality TV, Bell Collector Birmingham, Real Housewives of Atlanta, check that out. I will be hosting Tuesday for the newest episode that come out on Sunday. What else? The Boys. I'm not gonna be there for the panel, but I'm definitely gonna have my quick thoughts video for it. And I'll be there for Euphoria, the panel tomorrow. I think that's it. And if Man on Fire is on fire, if it's that fire, I'm definitely gonna have to come back down here and talk about Man on Fire. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. But that's all I got going on. Thank you for everyone for coming through, and people in the chat for coming through, and people who's watching in the bushes. Thank you for tuning in. We greatly appreciate it. I see you. And we'll see y'all in the next live. Bye, y'all.